Today we study about trigonometry. So first question in our mind is, what is trigonometry? Trigonometry is that branch of mathematics which deals with measurement of sides and angles of a triangle. Trigonometry is derived from Greek words tri, that means three, gon, that means sides, and the metron, that means measure. Therefore, trigonometry means measurement of triangles. And the next, use of trigonometry in our practical life. Without any mathematical methods, it's very difficult to measure the height of mountain, height of towers, speed of light, width of river. Trigonometry method of measuring height of tower, width of river, etc. is very easy. To measure these, we required two components of triangle. One angle, which is called angle of elevation or depression, and one side, either base, height or hypotenuse. In trigonometry, there are two systems of measurement of an angle. First is degree system and the second is radian system. And the relation between degree system and radian system is pi radian is 180 degree. On the basis of this relation, we can calculate pi by 2 radian is 90 degree, so on pi by 4 radian is 45 degree, and 2 pi radian is 360 degree. In trigonometry, there are 6 trigonometrical ratios: sine, cos, tangent, secant, cosecant, and cot. So, what are the trigonometrical ratios? The ratios of 2 out of 3 sides of right angle triangle are called trigonometrical ratios of acute angle theta. In the figures as shown, in the first figure, horizontal is called base and vertical line is called perpendicular, and shown by H is called hypotenuse. But in the second figure, horizontal line is perpendicular and the second line is base. Perpendicular line is base. So how we can differentiate which is base and which is perpendicular? The side on which right angle triangle and the angle whose trigonometry ratio is to be found is called base. In the first figure, on the horizontal line, angle theta whose trigonometrical ratio is found out, and the right angle triangle lie, so it is base. And in the second figure, on the perpendicular line, right angle and the angle theta lie, so it is called base. Sin theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, cos theta is base upon hypotenuse, and the tangent theta is perpendicular upon base. And the relation between these 6 trigonometrical ratios are cosecant theta is 1 over sin theta. So sin theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, so therefore cosecant theta is hypotenuse upon perpendicular. Secant theta is 1 upon cos theta and cos theta is base upon hypotenuse, so secant theta is hypotenuse upon base, and cot theta is 1 upon tan theta. Tan theta is perpendicular upon base, so cot theta is base upon perpendicular. And the relation between sin theta, cos theta and tangent theta is equal to sin theta upon cos theta. Similarly, we can find cot theta is cos theta upon sin theta. These are the 3 fundamental square relations which are very important in trigonometry. First, sin square of any angle plus cos square of same angle is equal to 1. For example, sine square 30 degree plus cos square 30 degree is always 1. Remember, angle for sine and cos should be same. The second relation is 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta, and the third is 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. And the very important note, for the sake of convenience, we may write sin square a, cos square a, etc. in place of sin a whole square and cos a whole square. But cosecant a is equal to sin a whole inverse, not equal to sin inverse a. Let it clear on whiteboard. If there is a positive number between trigonometry and angle, then we can write it as whole power. But if there is a negative number, then we can't write it as whole power. When we complete a round, angle of 360 degree is completed. If we divide it into 4 equal parts, then these are called quadrants. So there are 4 quadrants. First quadrant is from 0 degree to 90 degree. Second quadrant is from 90 degree to 180 degree. And third quadrant is from 180 to 270 degree. And the fourth quadrant is from 270 degree to 360 degree as shown. And very important, when we go anti-clockwise, that means in a direction opposite to the direction of clock, then angle is always positive. If we go clockwise, that means in the direction of clock, then angle is always negative. And the sign of trigonometry ratios in these 4 quadrants. In first quadrant, all trigonometry ratios, that means sine, cos, tangent, cosecant, secant and cot are positive. But in second quadrant, sine and cosecant are positive and the remaining 4, tangent, cot, cos and secant are negative. And in third quadrant, tangent and cot are positive and the remaining 4, sine, cos, secant and cosecant are negative. In the fourth quadrant, cos and secant are positive, but the remaining 4, sine, cosecant, tangent, cot are negative. That means if we have sine 135 degree, 135 degrees lies in second quadrant, as we have already studied. Second quadrant is from 90 degree to 180 degree, and in second quadrant sine is positive, so sine 135 degree is positive. But if it is cos 135 degree and in the second quadrant cos is negative, so cos 135 degree will always be negative. Next is allied angles. Allied angles are those angles whose sum or difference is a multiple of 90 degree. Therefore, minus theta, 90 degree plus minus theta, 180 degree plus minus theta, 270 degree plus minus theta and 360 degree plus minus theta are allied angles of theta degrees. We can check, if we add minus theta and 90 degree plus theta, we get 90 degree, which is a multiple of 90 degree. So making use of these allied angles, trigonometry ratios of angles of any magnitude can be converted into those of positive acute angles. That means up to 90 degree, 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree, we have already studied in our lower class. But with the help of allied angles, we can find the trigonometry ratios for 125 degree, 135 degree, 150 degree, 225 degree and many more. There are 3 rules to find the trigonometry ratios of angles greater than 90 degree. First, if allied angle is of minus theta or 180 degree plus minus theta or 360 degree plus minus theta, then trigonometry ratios are not changed, means remain same. Sine will remain sine, cos will remain cos, tangent will remain tangent. But if allied angle is of 90 degree plus minus theta or 270 degree plus minus theta, then trigonometry ratios changes according to the rule. Sine will change into cosine and cosine will change into sine. Tangent will change into cot and cot will change into tangent. Secant will change into cosecant and cosecant will change into secant. That means put off and take off co, sine, cosine, cosine, sine. And the third rule is the positive or negative sign is fixed by locating the quadrant in which the allied angle lies and using the rule all sine, tan, cos. That means in first quadrant all trigonometry ratios are positive, in the second quadrant sine and cosecant are positive, in third quadrant tangent and cot are positive, and in fourth quadrant cos and secant are positive. Let's clear this concept on whiteboard. There are four quadrants. This is 0 to 90, second is 90 to 180, third is 180 to 270, and the fourth is 270 to 360. In first, all trigonometry ratios are positive. In second, sine or cosecant are positive. In third, tangent or cot are positive, and in fourth quadrant cos or secant are positive. So if we have sine 90 minus theta, 90 degree minus theta, there are three steps. First, locate the quadrant where theta lies between 0 degree to 90 degree. There are three steps. First, locate the quadrant in which angle lie. 90 minus theta will lie in first quadrant. Second, see the given trigonometry ratios is positive or negative in that quadrant. In first quadrant sine is positive, so here positive sign. Then next, with 90 degree and 270 degrees sine will change into cos. Similarly, we can calculate for 90 degree plus theta. 90 degree plus theta lie in second quadrant, and in second quadrant sine is positive, and third rule is with 90 degree sine will change into cos. But if it is cos 90 degree plus theta, angle lie in second quadrant. In second quadrant cos is negative, so put here negative sign, and with 90 degree cos will change into sine. So these are the three rules which we have to follow to find trigonometry ratios of higher angles. Trigonometry ratios of minus theta in terms of theta with the help of these rules. Sine of minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. Cos of minus theta is cos theta, and tangent of minus theta is minus tangent theta. Trigonometry ratios of 90 degree minus theta in terms of theta. Sine 90 degree minus theta is cos theta, already calculated. Cos 90 degree minus theta is equal to sine theta. Tangent 90 degree minus theta is equal to cot theta. Trigonometry ratios of 90 degree plus theta in terms of theta. Sine 90 degree plus theta is equal to cos theta. cos 90 degree plus theta is equal to minus sin theta, and tangent 90 degree plus theta is equal to minus cot theta. Trigonometry ratios of 180 degree minus theta in terms of theta. 180 degree minus theta lies in second quadrant. So sin 180 degree minus theta in second quadrant, sin is positive. So positive sign as shown, and with 180 degree sin will remain sin. So sin 180 degree minus theta is sin theta. Similarly, cos 180 degree minus theta is minus cos theta, and tangent 180 degree minus theta is minus tangent theta. Next, trigonometry ratios of 180 degree plus theta in terms of theta. 180 degree plus theta lie in third quadrant. So sin 180 degree plus theta in third quadrant, sin is negative, so negative sign, and with the help of 180 degree sin will remain sin, so it is minus of sin theta. And cos 180 degree plus theta is equal to minus cos theta, and similarly tangent 180 degree plus theta is equal to tangent theta. Positive sign is here because in third quadrant tangent is positive. The next, trigonometry ratios of 270 degree minus theta in terms of theta. 270 degree minus theta again lie in third quadrant. So sin 270 degree minus theta in third quadrant, sin is negative, so negative sign is there, and with 270 degree sin will change into cos, so it is minus of cos theta. And cos of 270 degree minus theta is equal to minus sin theta, and tangent of 270 degree minus theta is equal to cot theta. Trigonometry ratios of 270 degree plus theta in terms of theta. Sin 270 degree plus theta. 270 degree plus theta lie in fourth quadrant. So sin is negative there, so negative sign, and with 270 degree sin will change into cos, so it is minus of cos theta. And cos of 270 degree plus theta is equal to sin theta. Tangent of 270 degree plus theta is equal to minus of cot theta. And trigonometry ratios of 360 degree minus theta in terms of theta. 360 degree minus theta lie in fourth quadrant. So sin 360 minus theta in fourth quadrant, sin is negative, so negative sign is there, and with 360 degree sin will remain sin, so it is minus sin theta. And cos of 360 degree minus theta is cos theta. Here is positive sign because in fourth quadrant cos is positive, and tangent of 360 minus theta is minus of tangent theta. And the last is trigonometry ratios of 360 degree plus theta in terms of theta. 360 degree plus theta means 360 means one round is complete for all four quadrant, and theta will lie again in first quadrant. So sin 360 degree plus theta is equal to sin theta, and cos of 360 degree plus theta is equal to cos theta, and tangent of 360 degree plus theta is equal to tangent theta. And the important note is each trigonometry ratios of n times into 360 degree plus minus theta, where n is an integer, may be positive, may be negative, is equal to corresponding trigonometry ratio of theta or minus theta, according as theta is positive or negative. Let's take an example. For example, if we have to calculate sine of 750 degree, we can write it as sine 2 into 360 degree plus 30 degree. 2 into 360 degree means 2 rounds complete, and 30 degree lie in first quadrant. So in first quadrant sine is positive and it is sine 30 degree, and we know sine 30 degree is 1 by 2. So with the help of these allied angles we can find the trigonometry ratios of higher angles. here are few example. Tangent 135 degree. Tangent 135 degree can be written as tangent 180 degree minus 45 degree, and it lies in second quadrant, so negative sign, because in second quadrant tangent is negative, so it is minus of tangent 45 degree, and tangent 45 degree is 1, so tangent 135 degree is minus 1. Similarly, we can calculate it by tangent 90 degree plus 45 degree. We can break 135 degree into both 180 degree minus 45 degree or 90 degree plus 45 degree. So second quadrant tangent is negative, and with 90 degree tangent will change into cot. So it is minus cot 45 and it is minus 1. Sin 225 degree can be written as sin 180 degree plus 45 degree. In third quadrant sin is negative, so it is minus sin 45 degree, and sin 45 degree is 1 by root 2, so it is minus 1 by root 2. And similarly we can calculate 225 degree with breaking 270 degree minus 45 degree, that means minus cos 45, and it's also minus 1 by root 2. Next part in trigonometry is addition and subtraction formulae. So for studying addition and subtraction formulae, first we will study